Hey guys, this is Danielle, and welcome to the workout breakdown for Build a Booty Workshop, workout number 6. Go ahead and get started right away with the first move you'll be doing, which is the Deadlift Rainbow. You're going to grab a pair of moderate to heavy weights, and instead of just a regular deadlift where you go down to a certain point and then come back up, we're going to try to reach the ground and extend our leg out and around in a semicircle with your foot flexed, and then come back up. While you're going down, keep a straight back. Don't crane to look up. Fix on a point on the floor in front of you. Keeping your foot flexed, you're going to go from one side to the other and then back to the middle, and then pull yourself back up. In the workout, you'll be doing one side only for the full minute and then switching to the other side. And you're hinging at the waist. Your legs should not bend, your knee shouldn't bend as you're coming down into the deadlift. Now, if you can't go all the way to the floor, that's fine. I'll show you here in just a second. I'll show you that version. And if you feel discomfort in your back while you're doing the rainbow, I want you to go ahead and take that out and just do a normal, regular deadlift. So here's a version using a chair. As you see, I'm supporting myself on the chair instead of coming all the way to the ground. And once you reach the top, you want to really focus on squeezing your butt. And you can also do the deadlift with both feet planted instead of the single leg deadlift. So after performing both sides, both right and left legs, you'll be moving on to the single leg hydrant burpees. Once again, you'll be starting with your right leg. You'll be balancing on your left, but your right leg will be doing the hydrant. So you're going to start by jumping back into a single leg high plank. Jump up into half burpee. From there, you're going to bend the elevated leg in a 90-degree angle. And this is the hydrant part where you bring your knee up, out, away from your body, keeping your hips down. Try not to let them shift up. Once again, you'll be doing one side for one full minute, then switching to the other side. After you've done the hydrant, you'll jump out again to plank, jump back in, and from there do a full burpee. And here's the easier version. You take out the high impact by stepping back, coming in, dropping down on your knee, doing a hydrant. You can step back into plank, or you can just come up from there. But if you're taking out the jumps, I want you to try to pick up the pace as much as you can. And at the top of the movement on the hydrant, really concentrate on flexing the butt. After doing both sides, we'll move on to the weighted pistol squat with a side kick. Here you can use a weight, or you can do it without. And you're going to start on your right leg, so your left leg will come up. You'll extend it out as straight as possible in front of you. If you can't keep a straight leg, you can bend your knee, or you can tap your toe down. As you go down, you're pushing your hips back. All your weight stays in the heel of that load-bearing leg. And you're going to be driving up through that heel. And once you reach the top, you're going to kick to the side. This takes a lot of strength, balance, coordination. And here I'll show you how to do it. The easiest version, where most beginners start, is by using a chair. Once it becomes easy on the chair, you can lower the surface, like maybe a small stool, or you can hold on to a chair as you go down. But you sit on the edge of the chair. Make sure you don't miss the chair and fall on your butt. That would not be good. but you can lose the weight, sit down on the chair, and still powering up from that standing leg. And you can do a small side kick. Once again, if you're going without the weight, I want you to try to pick up the pace a little bit. After both sides, we'll move on from there to the leg extension with a standing split. This is a nice little stretch after doing those pistol squats. So you're going to bring your right leg up. Your knee is in line with your hip. From there, you're going to flex your foot and straighten it out in front of you as best you can. You're not going to bring that leg down. You're going to try to keep it off the ground throughout the entire minute. Once you've done the leg extension, you're going to bring lower down, place your hands flat on the floor, and bring your leg up and behind you. As through each of these exercises, once you reach the top, really engage that glute. Do that by squeezing, concentrate on squeezing the butt as tight as you can. And if you can't go all the way down to the floor, you can hold onto a chair and just bring that leg up as high as you can. If you feel discomfort, then don't go as high. And this isn't a speedy move, we're just going nice, slow, and controlled. After that will be we'll do the other side, and then we'll move on to the hyper frog. And here we'll be doing 2 crisscrosses, but you'll be coming in and out 4 times. So get into a low squat, 4 crisscrosses, land with your feet fairly wide, a little bit wider than your hips. Come down into a frog push-up. Once you've come back to the top of the push-up, you're going to, it's like a donkey kick, but you're kicking your butt. So frog push-up, donkey kick, and kick the heels of your feet into your butt. An easier version would be take out the jumps, just step out, come down onto your knees, and you can either drop from there, or you could just do a regular push-up, and either do a little jump, or you could just take the donkey kick out completely. Step out 4 times, or in and out 4 times, come down. You can just do a push-up from there, and then back up if you're taking out the donkey kick. After that will be the chair pose on your right leg. You can do this with one leg off the ground, or you can hold that toe like I'm doing right now. You can hold that toe throughout, but still keeping most of your weight in that right leg. Go down as far as you can without bringing the knee beyond the toe. You can have your knee over your toe, just don't let it go beyond the toe. And from there you're going to sit back, keep your back as straight. You're going to have a slight curve in your back, and that's fine. But also bring your arms up. And here I'm showing you how to do it with one foot still on the ground, and you can do the chair pose with both feet on the ground as well. It's still a challenging move. It's just a little bit more challenging on the single leg. And if you are doing it with both legs, you'll go ahead and do it twice. And after that, we'll do the low lateral skater with a rainbow on the right leg as well. And you'll bend down where you'll squat down to the right side first, then shift over to the left leg. From there you'll do another rainbow like you did in the first move, the deadlift. So squat down, shift over, bring your hands down to support you, do a rainbow. Try to remember to keep your foot flexed. And as you come up and do the 3 pulses, try not to let your foot touch the ground. Now on my right side, I'm not as flexible, so you might find that you struggle more on one side than the other. To make this slightly easier, you can use your hands to help guide you over and decrease the range of motion. If you can't bring your foot up as high, that's fine, just as much as your flexibility and strength allows. In the workout, we'll be doing the chair pose on our right leg, then we'll be doing the lateral skater on the right, and then we'll be doing the chair pose on the left, and again the lateral on the left. You can also use a chair here. Instead of supporting yourself from the ground, you can use the chair. Side view. Make sure you have the chair positioned so that when you shift over, it's on the correct side to use. Grab onto the edges of the chair. And as I said, we'll be alternating between those 2 moves. After you've done the last lateral skater, that will be the last move of part 1. Here I'm showing you the regular version from the side. I did not, when I did the rainbow, swung my leg around. You want to be a little bit higher than that. Or reach for a little higher. After that, we'll move on to part 2. This will not be interval time. We're doing by reps. So the first one is the crazy tree frog. You'll come down into a low squat, step forward with both legs. From there you'll do a squat hop forward and back, jump down into plank, do 1 push-up, jump back up, and from there either leg extend out in front of you, reach for your toe, and bring that leg out to the side. Lower the leg back down, trying to keep it off the ground, and do 5 pulses. I'll start from the beginning, and this time you will be alternating legs on this exercise. So you'll go through the combination. When you get to the top, this time you will move on to the left leg. This one was really a struggle for me to keep my balance, but once you get it down, once you get to like the 3rd or 4th rep, you start getting a little bit better. And here in a minute I'll show you an easier version. Step forward, you can take out the jumps by just stepping all the way and then step back. Step back into plank. You can do a push-up from your knees. Come back up. And if you can't extend your leg out, you can do it with your knee or your leg bent. And here, as with some of the others, you can use a chair. And for the sake of sounding like a broken record, always concentrate on squeezing that butt. The more you squeeze, the better results. You want to really feel the burn. If you're not feeling your butt screaming by the end of this, then you're doing it wrong. So once again, you can take out the jumps. Do the push-up from your knees. And this time do the left knee. Remember to keep your foot flexed as you pulse back. After that is the ladder lunges. You'll start in kneeling position, bring the weights up above your shoulders, and you're going to keep them there throughout the entire exercise. You'll bring one leg forward. The leg that's lunging forward, that's the side, the weight that you'll press up. So you're going to synchronize. Once you stand up onto that forward leg, you're going to bring the weight up. And that's just going to increase the load on that leg, so forcing it to work harder. You can also do this without weight. If you're doing it without weight, pick up the pace. But whether you have weight or not, when you're lunging back, do not slam your knee down. Make sure you're coming down nice and soft. And here's a harder version. So as you come up, you're bringing that opposite leg, opposite knee up. So our last move in this workout is the mountain climbers with pop squats. Oh, and we'll be doing 10 reps for the crazy tree frog, 20 reps for the ladder lunges, and 10 reps for the speed pop, or the pop squat combo. So 10 quick mountain climbers, driving your knee towards your chest, hop up and immediately do 5 pop squats. You can go for speed there. I chose to go for height. So once you've done the 5 pop squats, that's 1 rep, and you'll be doing 10. A slightly easier version is to slow everything down. You can also touch your toe at the top. Anytime you're in the plank position, you want to keep your hands right underneath your shoulders, your back straight. Do that by drawing your abs in, squeezing your butt and your core or your abs. You can slow down the squats and take out the jump. Each time you bring your leg in, that's 1 rep. You'll be doing 10 reps of the mountain climber up into the squat, 5 reps of those. As you squat down, make sure your weight's in the heels of your feet. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Alright, that concludes this workout breakdown. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you join me for the workout.